So how long did it take before I booked my flight?
2 weeks.
4 days.
Really?
It was
you came
almost 2 weeks before I came,
Yes,
finally.
that's true.
So we ended up talking online and finally coming, and then I met you here.
And then we actually came here and we stood here to take the photo of the Eiffel just like that.
So remember that one spot in Notre Dame? So you're supposed to stand on one foot and
do
spin around 360.
360, yeah.
And what happens if you do that?
If you go around 360 degrees on one leg, then you come back to Paris. And you did it too.
And you tried it.
I tried it, but you did it first, and here you are. We went shopping on the first night you were here.
I remember that. That was fun.
So you think?
It takes time to go through every aisle and see what is different in France versus the United States and see what different products are available. I mean, I didn't know that, you know, in France you have different types of Special K. You have Special K with milk chocolate chips, with dark chocolate chips, with mixed chocolate chips.
And all I wanted was one, which is the dark chocolate one.
Yeah, but in the United States, you have chips, literally just these little blocks of chocolate, some random chocolate, not dark chocolate, not milk chocolate.
You didn't have to read each and every one.
I couldn't read them, they were in French, but I could look at the pictures.
And then we did go.
Where?
To champs-elysees
Ah, yes, with Priya.
with Priya. And that's when we did shopping, if you remember.
Uh-huh. I remember. Your shoelaces were untied.
Yeah.
And I noticed that.
You handed me the bags and you were like, wait, stop, don't move. And I was like, what are you doing? And by the time I could hold the bags, you were already tying my shoelaces. And I remember Priya, she had this weird look on her face, like, you know, like, what is he doing? Is he like touching her feet? When we went to Champs-Elysees, we went walking, and that's when you saw all the cars.
I loved seeing all the different types of cars. It was just like Monoprix. There were cars everywhere that I'd never seen before. Peugeots and Fiats and all sorts of things. Actually, there was a McLaren MP4. You remember that?
For me, that was Greek and Latin, but yes, I did realize that your infatuation with cars.
Yes, it's a lifelong infatuation. So, but the cool thing is, you actually were fascinated by my fascination.
I started taking pictures of every single car. I've always met people who like cars, who love cars, who probably work on their cars. But you knew of cars that you don't own, and you knew of cars, I mean, you knew details of them that I just could not understand how. It was like you were this walking, talking book of knowledge on cars. You have a PC.
I use a keyboard. You mouse a lot.
Apple products, whether you like it or not, they're really fun.
They're not efficient.
They are.
No, not even close.
They are.
There's 101 keys, and the Apple products half the time don't use them. Instead of touching this and touching that. We're compatible now, you know that?
Yes, we are.
You can actually see files on my system.
But you can't use Excel.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. I don't have it.
Yeah.
So I use OpenOffice.